Welcome to company law. Today we are going to have an introduction to company law. So now to start with, let us try to define what company law is. Company law itself is the study of law regulating the management and regulation of companies. So now what is a company law? So company law can also be defined as the board of rules, regulations, and statutes that govern the formation, operation, and dissolution of companies or incorporations. Now, this company law provides a legal framework for the structure, management, and activities of companies, aiming to protect the interests of shareholders, employees, customers, and other stakeholders. Now, what is a company? A company is a legal entity formed by a group of individuals to engage in and operate a business enterprise in a commercial or industrial capacity. So now, in another term, a company law can also be defined as the board of law that governs the formation, operation, and dissolution of companies. It covers a wide range of legal issues, and these legal issues include corporate governance, finance, mergers and acquisition, and compliance with regulatory requirements. The other term that is used to mean company law is corporate law. Now, what is the importance of company law? Company law is crucial for the orderly and efficient operation of business and economies. Now, its significance can be understood through various key aspects. Now, what are those various key aspects? Number one, protection of investors and creditors. This is the first importance of company law. Now, under protection of investors and creditors, we shall look at two important points, that is investor protection as well as creditor protection. Like it says, protection of investors and creditors. So now let's look at how the company law protects the investors. So now, talking about investor protection, company law establishes clear rules for the issuance of shares, disclosure of financial information, and governance practices. Now, this transparency and accountability help protect investors from fraud and mismanagement. Secondly, creditor protection. You're going to understand that company law provides a mechanism for creditors to assess the creditworthiness of companies and ensures that companies honor their debt obligations, thereby what? Thereby reducing the risk of default. The second importance is to do with the promotion of economic growth, business confidence, and capital formation. These are 2 points that falls under promotion of economic growth. Let's start with business confidence. You're going to understand that a well-regulated corporate environment fosters confidence among investors, that is both domestic and international, leading to increased investment and economic growth. Now, secondly, we've got capital formation. You are going to understand that by facilitating the efficient mobilization of capital, company law is there to help companies raise funds for expansion and innovation, contributing to the overall economic development. Right, the third importance is to do with regulation of corporate behavior. Under the third importance, which is regulation of corporate behavior, we are going to consider these other two important points, that is corporate governance and ethical conduct. Now let's start with corporate governance. Company law mandates the establishment of what? Of governance structures like boards of directors and sets out their responsibilities. You are going to understand that this helps ensure that companies are managed in a way that is fair and beneficial to all stakeholders. Secondly, ethical conduct. You're going to understand that laws and regulations compel companies to do what? To act ethically and responsibly, promoting practices such as environmental sustainability, fair labor standards, and anti-corruption measures. The fourth importance is to do with facilitation of business transactions. you'll understand that under facilitation of business transactions, we've got two major important points, that is legal certainty and dispute resolution. So now let's start with legal certainty. You're going to understand that clear and consistent legal rules provide a predictable framework for business operations and transactions, and this reduces the risks associated with business activities. Now let's move on to the second point, which is dispute resolution. You will understand that company law provides a mechanism for resolving disputes between shareholders, directors, and other stakeholders, and this helps to maintain business stability. Thank you very much for watching.